Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm bringing you yet again another tech related video. This was requested by my good friend Dave, and you know who you are, my friend. I actually got quite a bit of interest on this when I posted it on Facebook, and when I mentioned the name I wasn't surprised. Not many people really knew what the name was, because this is a fairly new name to the smartphone market. Today I am bringing you my thoughts and review on the brand new Wileyfox Swift 2 Plus. Here is the box. Obviously it's all open, but I'm just doing it as a representation of if you was to buy this product or the phone, then obviously this is what you would be presented with. Wileyfox on the front, nice square orange box. Obviously it's all open, so let's just open it up, and this is what you would be presented with. This is the handset, and this is the charging cable. But yeah, so this is the handset, very nicely just right in front of you as you open the box. Obviously, underneath the phone, you've also got this sleeve. And basically inside the sleeve, you have all the necessary setup guides, and information manuals and so on. And also inside there, I don't know if you can see it, but this all opens up, and inside there is the special tool that allows you to take out the SIM card tray and a SIM card SD card tray. So this is the Wileyfox Swift 2 Plus. To some of you, it probably might look very similar to a S6 or an S7 Samsung Galaxy. I think they've taken a bit of inspiration from the design aspect, but it is actually a little, I don't know, I haven't actually had the S7 or the S6 Galaxy in my hand, so I can't really compare the two, but this is quite thin, quite a thin, lengthy phone. It's a 5-inch screen. It is a very, very lovely looking phone, and if I turn it around, this phone is encased within a aluminium metal casing, which I was actually quite surprised, because actually when I saw this on the website I thought it was plastic. So this is the phone, and it is a beautiful phone. It really is a beautifully designed phone. On this side of the phone you've got the SIM card and SD card tray. It's a dual SIM as well, so you can put 2 SIM cards in simultaneously. On here underneath the camera, this is the fingerprint signing, but you just put your finger over that, and it helps you to sign in. I've not done that. I haven't signed it up. I haven't set it up, so this should I say. But quite frankly, I'm not going to bother, because I've got a feeling that if I use this method, it might not work. And I'm a bit dubious about that, but that's me. On this side, you've got the volume rocker button, and this is the power button. So it's a very nice, clean design indeed. And this is the midnight colour. It doesn't say midnight black, it's actually like a midnight blue. So it's not fully black, as you can probably tell by the back. You can tell it's probably got a bit of pigment to it. Yeah, it's a beautiful looking phone, don't you agree? Really, really is nice. Like I said, before I go into the review of the phone, I want to talk about the actual charging cable. This is a very interesting, it's a very thick cable, incredibly thick cable, I mean, as you can tell. So this cable is basically it is known as a quick charge 3.0. And that means 75% power in 45 minutes and 25 in only 15 minutes if you are running out the door. So this is like you said, it's a quick charge 3.0. So what I want to show you is that basically if you look at the connector here, it is quite a fat, chunky quite a wide connector. So what I'm saying is that this will not work with any other phone unless you have a phone that has a similar, that actually does use this as well. So yeah, I wanted to make that perfectly clear and give that a good, make sure people understand what I'm talking about there. Let's talk about the handset. So I've turned it on off camera just to give you an idea of how quick this is. Yeah, at the moment there's only 2 tiers of apps at the moment. So this center thing with the 3 little dots, that is basically your menu button. So you press that. Everything is in alphabetical order, which is quite kind of interesting of how this is a little bit different to my previous phone, because obviously you press that button and it basically just everything's squee-whiffy. There's no organisation to the apps at all. So this actually does give you some kind of organisation. Obviously these buttons, this is the back button obviously, this is the cancel button so you can cancel it all together, and this is where you can go to all the loaded pages that are currently running and can obviously get rid of them. So yeah, that is the basic functionality of the phone, and it is a pretty fast phone indeed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go onto the website and I'm going to actually show you the specs. Pretty fast loading, as you can tell. So that is obviously what you're welcome to. I've got this colour, which is midnight, beautiful colour. You also get gold and rose. So this is what the phone runs. It's Synergen 13.0. It has a 16 megapixel primary camera, 8 megapixel front camera, Qualcomm Snapdragon 430, fingerprint recognition, NFC and Android Pay, 32GB ROM and 3GB RAM, expandable memory up to 64GB, dual SIM functionality, 4G LTE, and it has a 5-inch 720p HD display. If you want to read that, then yeah, pause the video there. So yeah, so that is basically what it weighs and light and everything and how thin it is. Right, and again, if you want to pause that and read that. It has a 16 megapixel Samsung 3L8 sensor and an 8 megapixel front, 4.2.0 aperture, a Samsung ISO cell or whatever technology, 1.0 pixel size, 720p HD, 294 ppi, 2.5D coming Gorilla Glass free, 360 to 400 CD. Again, if you want to read that, that's obviously what I told you about with the Quick Charge 3.0. So yeah, from 15 minutes you get 25, from 30 minutes 50, 45 to 75. It's a 2,700 milliamp battery with which is Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0, Type C, USB 2.0. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch to this phone and I'm going to use its camera function. So as you can see, I'm using my old Samsung Galaxy S4 for the primary video, but I want to see if you can tell the difference, because really there won't be that much difference, but I want to show you how clear and how nice the actual display, the camera is actually very good on this. So let's switch now. Okay, so hello, this is the camera. This is the front-facing camera of the phone that you're watching the review on. What I like about this is that, as I've got this bright light in there, and it does focus. But if you tap the screen, it very nicely will correct itself, and it has a very nice autofocus feature. It has it actually does have facial recognition on it as well. Let's pick the phone up. So as you can see, looking around, this is the 8 megapixel front camera, as you know. So for 8 megapixel, this is just a beautiful picture for a front camera. So this is perfect for vlogs. So you're getting a very decent HD clarity picture from the front. So I'm going to go to the back now. So now I'm on the back camera, which is 16 megapixel. It is just such a lovely, vibrant colour, vibrant picture. You can't really tell the difference between the two cameras, which some people might think it's a bit of a disadvantage, but I personally think it is a good thing, because if you can't tell the difference between the rear and the front, then to be honest with you, then they are pretty much tied. And I think the sensor, the lens on this camera is just beautiful. The zoom on this has optical zoom. It's a very, the zooming is very, you can take your time with the zoom. You know what I mean? It's a very good zoom. It stays quite steady. It is a very good camera indeed. Okay, so that's just giving you an idea of the camera. I'm still on the new camera. I do apologise if it kind of, because what it does is if there's kind of lighting in the background, it automatically fades to that area. But if you just, like I said, if you just tap the screen, it does rectify itself. But yeah, so I've gone on the internet, on my other phone, to basically find out a little bit more about the Wileyfox themselves, because a lot of people don't know who they are. But basically, long story short, they've only been in the go since 2015, and yeah, and they're a British smartphone manufacturer which sells its products exclusively online. So if you want the phone or any of the phones, they're sold mainly directly through Wileyfox themselves off their website, but like they are actually partnered with Amazon. So if most of the phones are actually available on Amazon. So yeah, that's basically what I'm going to go into. All I'm going to say is their products use Cyanogen OS firmware, the commercially adapted branch of Cyanogen Mod, which is in turn the most popular aftermarket Android option. But if you want to, you can also, when you buy the phone, you also get 2 years warranty, and if it breaks, you can just send it away free of charge, and they will fix your handset for you. It's a very good service that they provide for the price. For the price it's at, for what it's got on the phone. So basically, this phone is just as advanced as a majority of the pretty expensive handsets out there, but you're getting it for much more of a fraction of what they're worth or what they're going for. Thank you very much for watching, my friends. This has been my thoughts on the Wileyfox Swift 2 Plus. If you have any questions, then please do not hesitate to ask in the comments below the video. I will answer them as best as I possibly can. If people don't think I've covered enough in this review, but to be honest, I think I've covered as much as you want to know. There you go. So thank you. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you to Dave, who was the one that requested me to do a video, interested in my thoughts on it, and a few other people have become interested in this as well. So anyway, so peace. See you soon, my friends.